time for me to open this ceremony. My name is Olivier Serrois-Veras. I'm the Consul General of France here in Washington, D.C. And I want to start by telling you that for Navy Captain Luc Pagès, Colonel Eric Monod, and me, this is a real pleasure, a real privilege and an honor to welcome you here this afternoon under this beautiful blue sky, here at the French Embassy, at this Maison Française, the House of France, a place dedicated to American-French friendship. Today is, of course, a very special day, in a very special year. A very special day because in a moment we will celebrate the strengths of the friendship between our two countries, our two people, by expressing our appreciation to you, veterans of World War II, who, through your courage, your sense of duty, your self-sacrifice, helped to liberate our country, France. A very special year too, because as you know, 2014 is the 70th anniversary of this 1944 so crucial year, which we were so proud to celebrate a few months ago in Normandy in the presence of your president, President Obama. As French President François Hollande reaffirmed it on this occasion, commemorations are not intended to reopen wounds or to promote nostalgia. They are a reminder of the hardships experienced by people. They are the lessons of history. They are calls for unity, brotherhood, solidarity, and mobilization in the face of other issues, other challenges, other threats. Commemorations give meanings to today's world. They illuminate what patriotism should be. To commemorate is to speak in order to remember, to ensure that the past is a lesson that helps us forge our destiny. In celebrating the courage of all of you, soldiers, we emphasize the heroism found in looking beyond oneself and one's own interest for the love of one's country and sister countries. Patriotism in the sense of having a will to live together and defend the same values, democracy, liberty. The message of 1944, like that of every act of liberation, every struggle to achieve freedom, is that men and women always determine their future. It is their personal destiny, but also that of their country. Freedom, brotherhood, and democracy are the most noble causes, the ones to which we must devote all our strength. Let's listen to the words of one of you on that night of June 6, 1944, Omaha Beach. At first, there seemed to be complete silence. Some men started chain smoking, others trying to make jokes, but in reality, they were all lost in their own selves. I saw men kneeling. I saw men praying and saying the rosary. We all knew that it was hard day, a rough day coming, with no overtime pay. We also knew that there was a good chance that some of us would never see another sunrise. God, what a feeling. Arthur Bryan, Donald Coe, Clement Dowler, Frank Fiduc, Edward Franey Jr., William Georgoff Jr., John Gordon, Robert Hall, Donald Hepler, John Horn, William Hornsby, Albion Hutchison, William Jukes, Charles Keel, William McAllister, Charles McGuire, James McClure, William Minton Jr., Peter Munger, Eric Wiesenthal, Rudolf Zamula, George Aubrey, who passed 2 weeks ago, is today represented by his grandson, Alec Jensen. Thank you for being here with us today. Darius Jones is represented by his son, Rodney. Thank you, sir. And Joseph McGill is represented by his son, Joseph. Thank you, sir. Dear veterans, the Legion of Honor, which is conferred to you today, is the highest French decoration. And it is being conferred to you to recognize, in the name of the French government and in the presence of your families and friends, all the sacrifices you made for the liberation of France and Europe. We, the French, know that in the darkest hours of our history, you, the American people, were there by our side. We, the French, know that the liberation of France and Europe began when the Allied armies landed on those beaches of Normandy and advanced against heavy enemy defense and climbed those deadly cliffs. Some of you climbed them. And I want here to emphasize that we know and will always remember what the price was. 16,000 American soldiers were later raised on the French soil. And the light cemeteries in Normandy will always remind us of those terrible days when grief from the death and destruction went hand in hand with our newfound liberty. With the war, it was with the political and economic support of the United States under the Marshall Plan that the European nations were able to rebuild their economies, to heal their wants, and turn the ruins of war into the prosperity of peace. And during the Cold War, your country guaranteed Europe security while consistently supporting the gradual integration and unification of the continent as the best way to maintain peace and stability. Ladies and gentlemen, ever since the USA appeared on the world scene, our two countries have always been friends, always. Friends of good weather, sometimes friends in bad weather, as today in Africa, or in Syria, as yesterday in Afghanistan, or in Libya, in the fight against terrorism. All through this friendship, we will never forget that without you, the Americans, we would have been unable to maintain our freedom, to rebuild our land, our democracy, as a common ideal between the two sides of the Atlantic. We have no right to forget this. And believe me, we will never forget it. Because this is the basis, this is the cornerstone of the relationship between our two countries and between our two people. This is also why you are so dear to us, and why we feel so close to you. Each time an American soldier falls wherever in the world, France feels solidarity with your country. Dear veterans, whichever branch of service you were in the Air Force, Navy, infantry, intelligence, the achievements of your military career, your personal contribution to the liberation of France are examples of what an individual can do as a soldier with the highest values of courage and sense of duty. All of you participated in the most crucial battles on the European theater. During the campaigns of Normandy, of course, but also in northern France, in the Bulge, in Eastern Europe. You fought from north to south, from west to east, for the liberation of Paris, also during the Dragon operation in the south of France. Of course, you all were very young men. Private first-class soldiers, seamen, surgeons, colonels, but all of you were there with the gallantry and determination to help free France from the tyranny of the German occupation. Let's never forget that the Battle of France's history is at first the battle of young men. It is a young man history, taken each in his uniqueness. For your actions while on duty and the wars which you endured, your government conferred to you the most prestigious decorations. Today it is the turn of my country, France, to officially recognize all of you for your distinguished military service, which led to the liberation of France and Europe. Dear veterans, we are so glad that you have been able to gather here today, simply because all of you are heroes, and we want to pay tribute to you. We will now proceed with Captain Luc Pages to the solemn high point of this ceremony, and in the presence of each one of you will pronounce the official statement in the name of the President of France, which will induct you into the order of the Légion d'honneur. For those who can show me stand. Au nom du Président de la République, je vous remets les insignes de chevalier de la Légion d'honneur.
Thomas Cole, au nom du Président de la République, je vous remets les insignes de chevalier de la Légion d'honneur.
Clement Dowler, au nom du président de la République, je vous remets les insignes de chevalier de la Légion d'honneur.
Frank Peter, au nom du président de la République, je vous remets les insignes de chevalier de la Légion d'honneur.
Edward Frey, au nom du président de la République, je vous remets les insignes de chevalier de la Légion d'honneur.
William Jogo, au nom du président de la République, je vous remets les insignes de chevalier de la Légion d'honneur.
John Brown, au nom du président de la République, je vous remets les insignes de chevalier de la Légion d'honneur.
Robert Paul, au nom du président de la République, je vous remets les insignes de chevalier de la Légion d'honneur.
Donald Kemper, au nom du président de la République, je vous remets les insignes de chevalier de la Légion d'honneur.
John Ford, au nom du président de la République, je vous remets les insignes de chevalier de la Légion d'honneur.
William Hornsby, au nom du président de la République, je vous remets les insignes de chevalier de la Légion d'honneur.
Adam Richardson, au nom du président de la République, je vous remets les insignes de chevalier de la Légion d'honneur.
William Jones, au nom du président de la République, je vous remets les insignes de chevalier de la Légion d'honneur.
Charles Cale, au nom du président de la République, je vous remets les insignes de chevalier de la Légion d'honneur.
William McKay, au nom du président de la République, je vous remets les insignes de chevalier de la Légion d'honneur.
Charles Maquis, au nom du président de la République, vous remettez les insignes de chevalier de la Légion d'honneur.
James McKay, au nom du président de la République, je vous remets les insignes de chevalier de la Légion d'honneur. l'armure, au nom du président de la République, je vous remets les insignes de chevalier de la Légion de l'Honneur.
Eric, Martin Bucher, au nom du président de la République, je vous remets les insignes de chevalier de la Légion de l'Honneur.
Colonel Dowler, au nom du président de la République, je vous remets les insignes de chevalier de la Légion de l'Honneur. Je vous remets, au nom du président de la République, la décoration destinée à vous. Merci beaucoup. Monsieur Jones, je vous remets, au nom du président de la République, la décoration du territoire. Let's now listen to the national anthem. Thank you once again to all of you from the bottom of my heart. This concludes the official part of the ceremony. I suggest we can now take some pictures if you want, and mostly share a glass of champagne on the other way. Thank you.
Let me get a shot of it, Clem. I'm going to zoom in on it. All right, buddy. Looking good.